Tsunami Studios.
Taskmaster, issue number 3. Remember, kids, Black Widow should be coming to theaters this year, so here's a tie-in book that has nothing to do with it, but Black Widow's inexcusably in the book, so like this. The thing about this stuff, too, I'm fond of tie-ins, you know, give new context to characters that don't normally get their own book. But I can just tell by reading this, there is no way this is the version of Taskmaster we are gonna be seeing in the movie, just because this Taskmaster is perfect. He's just a silly old bear, pretty much running around the world, getting into shit that he's kind of just like struggling to keep himself together, and I really like that aspect of things. So we are in Korea, and Tony Masters, the Taskmaster here, is in line at this weird trade of like this weird superhuman drug that's being experimented on some people. He's talking to Fury like, don't worry, look, we might have spent a lot of money to fix me back up to working conditions, and I got some pin particle shit, but trust me, it's all going to be worth it when we get everything together. So we see that Taskmaster's the one that's selling these like superhuman drugs to these people, and he's just like, everything's going to be good. Do you think I'd sell you less than the best quality? Of course I'd sell you the best quality. Everything's going to be great. And we see that he shrinks down using the pin particles and kind of vanishes just as a Korean superhuman pushes through the room, and he's part of Tiger Division. Now, I'm not sure what the name of this character is, if he's been part of the lore before, but cool. I like that we're getting some Korean superheroes here. So this guy who's kind of, I guess, like a Superman analog maybe for the Korean division of super soldiers. I don't know. He kind of just like takes down these drug dealers people, and he's going to go back to his base, and we see that Taskmaster is still shrunken down and riding on his collar, and he manages to break into the headquarters where he needs to go find Ami Han, and Ami Han's one of the 3 people on his list to get, and that's what we're going to go do, and we see that he gets in there. And this new superhero's talking to, is it Taewon? Is that his name? Well, because I think Ami Han calls him Taewon, so that's kind of interesting. We'll call him Taewon from now on then. Taewon and Ami are talking. It's like, oh man, we should be watching out for this Taskmaster guy. He's not really a threat, but he kind of got into a huge fight with Hyperion, so maybe we should be worried about something he might do later that could be consequential or very dark, something like that. We just got to keep our eyes on the lookout for this guy. And we get a scene where Taskmaster's just kind of like staring through the vent where he's hiding, and he's watching the way that Ami Han is moving. He's like, there's something about her that doesn't seem right. It's the same thing I saw in Coulson and I'm seeing with like Black Widow. Like, it feels like everybody involved in this is being played. And I don't like that feeling. It's something just seems really off about this, and I don't really know what it is. I'm kind of curious to see what that is. I like that energy, too. You're kind of already teasing that come the next couple issues, we're going to be seeing who's really at large here for the events happening. If this is going to be a true espionage book, we're going to go to Wakanda next issue. I'm curious to see who's going to be the big bad, if there is going to be one, if somebody's actually setting up Tony, if there's like maybe Maria Hill faked her death or something. We'll have to see what happens there, but that's kind of fun. So he does think somebody is playing all sides of this, and he doesn't like that feeling, so he's sitting in the vent trying to catch his breath, but then the pin particle starts to beep, and Taewon and Ami are like, oh shit, he's in the vents, we gotta get him, so he's trying to run through. Well, Taewon's trying to like blow everything up, but he crashes back down through the vent, and he regrows to his size, and you just see he's ready to fight. And this new character, or is it a new character? I don't know. Look, I know a lot about comic books, but some characters I don't know a lot about. This is the White Fox. Now, I do believe that the White Fox is from that. There was like all those characters from like the video contest of champions, the video game thing, like the Swords Master and Luna. Is White Fox from that division of characters? I do believe so. If not, that's fine. And I kind of like it that Taskmaster and White Fox are fighting, and he's just like, you know, I knew like Black Fox, and he was like an old white guy, so maybe we should get these names together before everybody figures out like all these foxes are not connected. Which I'm like, that's fun. Well, he decides, you know what, it's time to play nasty. If that's how we're going to do this, we're going to play nasty. And we get a nice page where of everything he's doing, like every punch, every kick, every action, he's getting like the names of what he remembers from like seeing superheroes do it. So it's like, oh, here's that kick that Iron Fist uses. This is the thing I saw Shang-Chi do one time. This is the move Cap used when he threw me out a window. Like those kind of things. That's pretty funny. He's like, you know, I should have remembered the names of these or just like come up with names for these, but who's got the time? I got more shit going on than I need to. But as he's fighting White Fox here, he realizes he's seen these movements before and like the patterns of way she's acting, and realizes that it is director Ami Han, and she is the actual one who is the White Fox. And she's like, how did you know that? And then as soon as they're about to like have that little confrontation about how he figured it out, in comes Natasha, because the Black Widow's in this book too, and she's like, You can't just come to Korea and take this guy here, Natasha. That's pretty dumb. But the entire time, Tony's like, look, I'll surrender to you. Just don't let the Black Widow kill me, okay? Like, I do not want to be killed by her. Lucky for him, the two get into a little argument, and he gets like this little moment where he can like use this device that he got. I think it's kind of like said that the people that he was selling these superhuman enhanced drugs to were connected to this device he had. So he uses this to like make a big sonic explosion that shatters like the eardrums of everybody in the area. So it's like a momentary memory loss device. So everybody just kind of leaves and they can't see him. We don't know he was there, so he has a moment to escape. So he's like, I bought myself a few minutes, that's good. But he takes some time to ponder, like, I could just kill the Black Widow right now, run away from Fury, get this out of my life, and everything will be fine. But before he does it, Black Widow starts to wake up, so he just bolts from the room like, I can't fight her. I'm done. I cannot take this chance or even try to fight her. So I'm just going to bolt and leave. He sketches some words into the wall, says, I didn't kill Maria Hill, and he's like, I guess it's time to go to Wakanda. And you're like, that's really fun, man. I'm very, very excited to see where this book goes. It's just a cute little book. I know it's weird to say cute in terms of Taskmaster, but it's just really fun. You know, he's going across the Marvel Universe. He's just going against all these characters. He's acting very in character, which I like. It's kind of funny, kind of comedic. Do you see in the way this guy's like, you gotta be kidding me. Now Natasha's here, you gotta be kidding me. Now I'm fighting a white fox. Like, all of this stuff. It works really well for the comic purposes of what this is trying to be. And I really like that aspect of it. It's nice to have a Taskmaster book where he's still kind of the villain and we're not trying to make him the hero. I think that's pretty cool. It's just a really nice flowing book, a really cool story, a globe-trotting adventure with that espionage feel that I was kind of missing from Marvel. I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm very impressed with what this book is showing me, very impressed with what it's doing, and I cannot wait to see what else comes about it. So I think it's definitely worth your time. Even if you don't read the individual issues, it's probably going to make for a good trade that will come out around the time of the Black Widow movie, so it's going to be really fun for you in that aspect. Taskmaster issue 3, I am going to give a 9 out of 10. Now, thank you guys so much for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.